Welcome to the video. So firstly, I want to apologise to all of my old subscribers, my new subscribers. No, I don't have thousands of people who watch my videos and subscribe to my channel. However, I haven't created any new content this year on my channel. So firstly, I want to apologise. The title of this video is probably going to be I'm sorry, and then or some sort of explanation of like where I've been, and that's what this video is going to be. But before I get into the video, I need to make a coffee because I feel like we're going to sit down and have a chat. If you come around to my house, I'll make you a cup of tea, a cup of green tea, chamomile, ginger, coffee, latte, espresso, double espresso. So I'm going to go grab one of those and I'll be back with you in a second. Oh, that's lovely. So now I've got my brew. I hope you enjoyed the little edit that I made for that. That's the type of thing that I want to try and incorporate more into my videos. So put more effort into editing, more visual side of it. I've actually got a light up at the moment. I've got a little setup. Like, this was intentional. And I hope this shows you that I'm going to try and up the quality of the content that I create. I've spent a long time this year thinking about what I want to do, how I want to present things, and I want to present things a lot better, but I'm getting sidetracked. Of course I am, I always do, I talk too much. So why haven't I posted anything this year? Well, it's not very dramatic. Well, it depends. It's not dramatic, but it kind of is life-changing. Huge life-changing, 2 major life-changing events. Okay, 3 major life-changing events to me. So the new job is one. Alex and I got engaged in January, which was an amazing little trip, and I kind of wish I'd have vlogged it. It's one thing that I'm quite not upset about, but I'd have loved to have been able to capture those moments. I did take some photos. I'll throw them up on the screen later on. And then the third thing is I'm now a powerlifter. So I used to train on my own. Now I've found an amazing gym with other people in it that are powerlifters. I have a coach. I did a video about do you need a coach? And my friend had one and I didn't, and I was saying I would have got there quicker with a coach. The amount of strength and just everything has gone up when it comes to my training, and that's my third thing. And you might not think that training is life-changing, but that gym is now part of my community. I'm part of you go in and it's not everyone's on their own silent. It's a great place. So again, getting sidetracked, let's back to the new job. So if you didn't know, I was a QA tester, games tester at TT Games. I have some little statues of Lego bricks in the other room. That's from the games that I've worked on, and I'm very proud of that, and I loved that place. However, I was looking to progress, so I became a senior after 4 years, and from being there an extra year or so as a senior, I didn't see where I could go because the management team were great. They're still doing amazing stuff, and I didn't see them ever wanting to leave. I didn't want to become a producer and leave the department of QA because I felt like there was more to learn, but there maybe I would have been able to learn more there from the managers and gain more, but an opportunity came up for another job where I would be a project lead. And the description of the project lead is you have a project or multiple projects and you lead them all, and you lead a big team. And that sounded and felt like the next step. I had the interview. Actually, me and another person from TT, another senior tester, went for the job. Now this person was not only just as good as me, probably better in some respects. However, I interviewed, he interviewed, and I'm the one who got the job. I think to them it's probably quite a close call. I'm glad that I got it because I know how good that person was. I believe he's a producer now, so if he ever watches this, you've done a really good job, dude, and I'm glad that things have gone the way that they have for both of us. That being said, starting that new job, it is 30 miles away. It's a trek. So I had to change the way I did my routine. I would go to the gym early in the morning at 5, and then come home and get changed and get ready and leave for work around 7:30. So I'd be going to the gym very early in the morning, coming home, showering, changing, because I didn't like the showers there because of my ileostomy bag. I don't want it to change there. They were pretty grim. It's called iTrain. It was a great gym, but not as good as my new one. And then I'm doing a lot of ums because I've not been in front of the camera. I'm filling in space with just... So that would be it. I would drive to work. I would then work 8 hours. I think 7.5 technically with the breaks. And I loved it. I still love it. I'm being challenged on a day to day. The company seems to be doing well. I don't like talking about work because I don't want to say anything that would not incriminate me, but like we have, obviously it's the games industry. There's things that are secret and there's things that you shouldn't say and games to work on. So I work at Team 17 now in Wakefield and I love it. So I changed the way I lived. I used to finish work at 3:30 at TT, which was great. And if I needed to do overtime, I could just stay. However, I finish at 4:30 now, but at the time I'd finish at 5, and then I would travel for an hour and a half, be home at 6:30. So if I wanted to spend time with Alex, if I went to the gym in the evenings, I would then obviously drive to a gym, work out for an hour and a half, come home, that's what, 8 o'clock-ish, have dinner with her, and then I'm knackered and I want to go to bed at like 10, which sounds really old, but sleep's very important to me, and it should be important to you, especially if you're getting up at 5. That's why I worked out in the morning. I would rather spend my evenings with Alex, and Alex is a top priority. Now, talking about Alex, let's get to the engagement, which happened in January. So I bought a ring quite a while ago, and the whole thing was a bit of a surprise to her. Now our anniversary is on, this is going to get me in trouble, the 7th of January. Either way, on that day, what I did was, one second. So good. Okay, on our anniversary, what I did was, I told her, because it was Monday, or Tuesday, I'm still going to get in so much trouble for this. Anyway, so I said on Friday we're going away. Didn't tell her where, we're just going away, because I knew how angry she would be with me if we were going away somewhere, and I told her on the day. She'd be like, I've not packed anything, I've done this, I've done that, blah, 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 I've not told people, what about the cats, what about this, and she would panic. And I did not want that. So I told her on the Monday, that was the surprise, and then we turned up at this beautiful cottage. It was like a 1-bedroom, little converted old, like pig barn or thing, sheep barn, stone building, absolutely beautiful. I'll throw up some photos. Now we stayed there the first night. We got there late on Friday. We got lost on the way to it. Found it so beautiful. The views are amazing. We got there and they had this big cake waiting for us, and we had some cake when we got there. And how I thought of how I was going to propose was that we like national trusts, we like all the old manors, we like walking through the gardens, beautiful countryside stuff. Like, if that's not you, fine, but I like doing that. So the idea was, go to one of these places. There's one nearby, I'd already looked it up, and then I would, in the gardens or wherever I felt comfortable, I would get on one knee and I would pop the question. However, that didn't happen. So what did happen, however, is in the morning I was sorting out the fire and Alex was reading these books that they had. Now this cottage has been going for, it's a dairy farm, it's been going for probably hundreds of years, but since the 80s it's been somewhere like a little cottage that people can go stay at, which is really cool. And they have these books that people write in of the time they've been there. So Alex started to write ours that morning, and we'd had a beautiful breakfast, we'd finished that cake, and we were talking about what we wanted to do that day, and it was just a really nice moment. So I thought, this is the moment. But I'd left the ring in the car. I need to get to the car, but I don't want to be suspicious. I'm nervous. I'm like, oh, what if she says no? Like, she's not going to say no. Like, I know she's not going to say no. It's going to be fine. But I'm nervous. What if I mess it up? What if I do whatever? So I was like, right. I know we didn't bring a charger. Like, we brought the cable, but not the plug. So I said to Alex, I'm going to check the car because in the glove box I might have one. Slightly that was true. So I'd actually hoped that I had one. I didn't. I went and I got the box, and the box for it is here. Ooh. This is the box. It's from this studio. I don't know if you can see that. So it's a box in a box in a box in a bag. In the bag is the box with the ring. So I'm there in the boot, like getting all this stuff out and making sure, because I wanted to present this to Alex afterwards because she loves this kind of stuff. I mean, it's why it's on the blooming shelves. So that being said, after messing around with that, I go back in and I sit down. No, I kneel down to go towards the fire, and I start talking to her about future stuff, saying nice things, and then I pop the question, and Alex got upset and said yes, of course. And then I put it on the wrong finger. It wasn't me. She presented me with the wrong hand, and I just wanted to, we changed it straight away. And you'd think that was all of the surprises, but that's not all of the surprises that day, because what Alex didn't know is I had booked a restaurant, because at the time Alex was vegan. She had been for quite some time. Alex was vegan, so I had to find a restaurant that would accommodate. I'm not, but I wanted to make sure that she had a beautiful, lovely meal. And I made sure that at 4 o'clock we had a table booked. Why so early? Because Alex's parents were staying at the pub that we had the reservation. And not only Alex's, my father was there with his wife. Unfortunately, my mum was already on holiday, something that I didn't foresee, and that's my fault. So, we go to the pub, walk through the door, and there they are, my family, her family, and she seemed really happy. She got upset again, and we had a beautiful meal. We got some photos. We got some swapping of stories. Alex's parents live in Birmingham and mine in Manchester. So when they see each other, it's very rare, obviously, but they get along. And it was just a really nice time. Couldn't have been a better night. So yes, and then we enjoyed the rest of our weekend. And then when Alex got home, her friend Gina had actually came because she has a key to our house. She came in and put balloons everywhere and congratulations. So it was another surprise for Alex. So that was a big milestone. So when it comes to the job and Alex, the reason why I say life-changing for Alex and why it affects YouTube is because I really value my time with her. I'm not saying that we literally inseparable, but my evenings I want to spend with her. If that's sitting watching TV, if that's going for walks, which we do a lot, if it's going to see our friends, it's going watching a movie, whatever it is, I like spending that time with her. So to take that away and go, sorry Alex, I'm going to make YouTube videos instead, that's just not a priority to me compared to her. So I lost time by having this new job with the travelling, and I used to come home at 4:30 on days that I weren't training, and that's when I would get the time in before Alex got home, before I got dinner on, to get YouTube videos edited. So there's the two. The third thing that's changed, which doesn't really affect YouTube, but I just think it's really cool, is that I found a powerlifting gym right near where I live. It's amazing. Everyone in there, not all of everyone who goes is a powerlifter, but Daz, the coach, he's the best. Literally I walked in, tried it out, and he wasn't in. I came in again, and he literally told me about 2 or 3 things about my posture and my squat, and I did a 150 squat, 150 kilograms. He told me to pick my head up a bit, move a few things around, which was mostly about my head position, and I did the squat again, 150, and it flew, and it felt like he'd got magic dust and went over me, and all of a sudden I could lift more. It's really surreal. I've done my first powerlifting meet. I have a membership now to British Powerlifting Association. I can't remember what it's called. I'll put it up on here. So I've become a member, and I if you've not already noticed, I've been power building and stuff before, but I've never really honed in on my powerlifting, and now I have, and I'm super happy about it. A friend of mine, Meg, who I've more known this year. I think she's been on the channel once before. She goes there now as well. I'd like to get Meg back on the channel and we can talk about some stuff because we both have ileostomies. And those are the three things. I hope you've enjoyed the video. And the last thing that I do want to say is this channel has a mission statement that covers three things. I like things in threes. So the first one is I'm not a medical professional and I will never give medical advice. I will only give my opinion and I will share information that is as accurate as I can verify. So that's the first thing. Second thing, I will always share good information. I will not share fake cures, hearsay, rumours. I will, if I have something on the channel that is factual, then I will link it below. I will give my opinion, I will give what I think, and I will try and present the facts of the issue, but I will then link it all below. I will do my best. Those are the first two. And then three, I want to share my journey as a person with an ileostomy bag. I want to give information to the person that I want to help. In my mind, when I first started making these videos, was a young version of myself when I was 17. I was in hospital and I was coming out and I didn't know anything, and I learned by trial and error. And I'm hoping through this channel that someone out there who was like me, doesn't mean it has to be a boy, girl, whatever, whoever, if you have a bag or Crohn's, colitis or something, hopefully in this channel I can give some content to you so you don't feel as lost, or I can point you to content that will help you. And those three things are the purpose of this channel. And like the video if you liked it, like it if you're excited for the content, and subscribe if you've clicked on this and you've watched it to this point and you're not a subscriber, give it a subscribe, because you obviously enjoy me, you know, being weird and droning on. So thank you, and look out for more content. Okay.